aggression from James Toney. I think they got to keep fighting. I know you were saying call the fight, but this kid is 23 years old. This is big chance. It does make a difference if he goes the distance, but it also makes a difference if Toney knocks him out. You're right. But he is taking some punishment.
You know, it's a good point that sometimes a fighter will decelerate because they think they're being compassionate. Actually, it's worse off for the fighter they're facing. It'd be better if Toney were to accelerate and get this over with for Rydell Booker.
So we come to round number 10. And to say that it's a long shot for Rydell Booker is to make an understatement. Yeah, he can probably find something. We've seen it before, but you know what?
No, there have been many fights where a guy's been at least this far back and has won the fight on a one-punch knockout. I can think of even Marlon Starling, Tomas Malinares. And Starling was a great defensive fighter, winning the whole fight. Gets caught with a shot at the end of the round and knocked out. But in this kind of fight, when a young kid's taking this kind of beating, it's a real beating. It's not just that Toney's winning rounds. Tom's scoring these rounds 10-8, and I agree with him a lot of the time.
He's right. No, that's right. No,
it's this kind of fight where where yes, it helps you. It gives you the chance to maybe land a lucky punch late to keep fighting. It helps your confidence that you went the distance to keep fighting. But it physically is not very good to keep fighting.
See Booker just grimace from that body shot. There was also a clash of heads, but it was the body shot that made him just grimace in pain. There's that uppercut again. And a right hand again. Another right hand, and Booker is wobbled once more. And this time Toney will try to get him out of there. Booker backing into the ropes. Holds on.
Break. Let go. Let's go. Box.
Toney's such a sophisticated fighter. He feints and throws the punch where he expects you to be. He anticipates the move off the feint and then throws the punch to that spot, not even where the guy is right now.
Booker trying to hold on.
All right, up. Let's go. Box. Let go. Stop. Break. Let's go. Box.
Booker just doesn't seem to have much in his legs. He was wobbly a little while ago. He's got his legs back under him, but they're heavy.
All right, stop. Break. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Deep breath. Deep breath. Come on.
Good, sharp, straight right hand. There's that jab and right hand behind it. The jab is stronger than the right hand.
All right, stop. Break. Nice and easy. Let's go. Box.
Booker does not lack courage, Barry. And he is loading up on some shots. He's trying to land a big shot. But, you know, it's like facing Randy Johnson. It ain't going to happen.
Exactly.
All right, stop. Let him go. Let's go. Let's go. Box.
Right now, I'd say Booker has more chance of hitting a Randy Johnson fastball than he does James Toney.
Stop. Break. Let's go. Stop at the bell.
Coming to the end of round 10.
Doing a hell of a job, sir.
Well, it's been a repetitive act for James Toney, and Rydell Booker has been the recipient of most of the punishment, in fact, all of the punishment in this fight. Two good right hands by Toney.
Keep it clean, guys. Watch your head.
You see Booker doing some actually nice, subtle defensive things there. But he's in against a different class of fighter. He's tucking his chin. He's rolling with punches. He's a nice young pro. He's not a bad fighter. This is not a case of, oh, Toney fought some bum. That's not the case at all. Toney fought a nice fighter, but he's great.
Come back on top with it for me. That's all you got to do. Come on, baby, work for me.
Got 6 minutes.
Still hoping against hope.
Let it go, man. Just let it go.
Booker's corner.
Come on, Rydell.
11, let's go, baby. Up.
Round 11. Booker's knocked out 12 of his 22 opponents. He stepped up on a couple of occasions against Uriah Grant and against Arthur Williams, but it also should be said that Williams was 38 when he fought him and Grant was 41.
And what happened in those fights? Former cruiserweight belt holders. He started very well, dominated the early rounds, Booker, and then faded late, and it was a close fight. Both fights were close because he faded late. In this fight, Toney never gave him a chance to start fast.
No.
That was the second round, last round, the 10th. And I gave 10-8 to Toney because he staggered Booker, where it looked like Booker might drop after another couple of shots.
Lopsided fight.
All right, stop. Back up a little bit. I'm going to fix your trucks. Come here, James.
Booker has proven us all wrong, however.
All right, box.
Our predictions all have gone away. Chopping right hand by Booker, but it landed on his shoulders.
Now, if Booker was the kind of guy who pressured his opponent, this fight would have been over rounds ago. But Toney's being forced to follow him and chase him a little bit, and that's not Toney's natural style.
All right, stop. Nice deep breath. Let's go.
Sean O'Grady, I'm assuming you agree with everybody in this building.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It is Rydell Booker just showing his guts and determination, hanging in there. But Rydell said coming into this fight, you know I'm going to learn some things. I do want to win. I'm coming to win, but I know I'm in there with one of the all-time greats in James Toney. So he's happy just to be in there, and he looks like he's in a defensive mode at this point, too. He just wants to last to the final bell.
He's got a chance to do that. This is round 11, coming down to 1 minute left, so if he survives 4 more minutes, he's got a right hand in there.
And a nice left off the right hand. Finished the combination with the left hand, which is correct.
Box.
Still a little life in Rydell Booker. There's that right to the body, right uppercut. That's just been what Toney has brought to this dance one time after another.
Now that seemed to wake Toney up. The lack of competitiveness of the fight seemed to cause some disinterest in Toney really hurting his guy. As soon as Booker got a little more competitive, it seemed to awaken James. He's more willing to hurt him.
Coming down toward 15 seconds remaining in round 11. Counter right hand that time by Toney. Came right in for the right hand of Booker.
And Booker landed his right hand.
10 seconds. Stop at the bell.
End of round 11. He's still here. Well, Tom Arnold, I think it was your sparring with James Toney that's made the difference for him. I don't think there's any question about that.
Well, I can't tell if James Toney is compassionate or sadistic. You know, this thing, man, it's going, and I think this next round we're going to see the lightning hit, and we're going to see a knockout. I'm predicting that right now.
Strong prediction.
You know one thing that I saw James dropped his hands and mocked Rydell.
Yeah.
We had a fight here a couple months ago, Tom, on Sunday Night Fights. Nate Campbell, Robbie Peaton. Campbell had the fight won, dropped his hands. Peaton jumped in with a left hook and knocked him out. Don't play with a real pro.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen in this case, but you never know. That's the thing about heavyweights. You know, back to you, IMAX.
No, IMAX, Tom. IMAX, you, Tom.
Him, Max. You know that guy. They made a movie about him.
Nothing he did outside of the game should prevent him from being in the Hall of Fame, Barry. 4,200 plus hits. Nothing can take that away.
Last round.
I'm not going to touch it. 12th and final round.
Oh,
good body shot again.
Those hurt to watch.
All right, stop. Break. Box.
Well, you got to give Booker credit for being game, I suppose, but you can see a guy take a real beating, and this has been a real beating.
But you know what? He was game in the right way in that he never just threw caution to the wind and tried to get it over with. He never, as I suggested he'd do early, he never just started tying Toney up and fought to survive. He's fighting as well as he can the entire time. And against a lot of other guys, it might be enough. Not enough against James, but he never went into a purely defensive posture. You see now, he's still throwing punches in the last round right now.
No, I think that's right. And I think, you know, stepping up as he has done to fight James Toney, I mean, that is the difference from going from the minor leagues to the major leagues.
Hands are free, hands are free.
It's a whole different game.
Let's go. Deep breath, both of you. Come on.
But this was a win-win fight, I think, for Rydell Booker. I mean, he's not going to really lose anything in terms of credibility for losing a fight to James Toney, who was arguably the one of the top 2 or 3 heavyweights in the world.
Oh, good right hand.
Sharp right hand, yeah.
Break. Let's go. Nice relax.
And James keeps acting as though it's not hurting him, and I believe it's not. But when you drop your hands like that to show your opponent it's not hurting, that's when you get caught.
All right, stop. Nice and relax. Let go right down. Come on, baby. Come on.
I think a lot of people in this building are surprised that this fight may be in the hands of the judges after all is said and done. Right hand, and Toney has to scramble out of the way of
Nice and
that.
easy. Come on.
Says, no, that didn't hurt. Well, Toney wanted rounds. He got rounds.
Rydell went the distance. Made me a liar.
Stop. Break. Let's go. Keep it clean.
And because Toney decelerated a little
Don't mess it up
when
now.
it became
Come on,
completely uncompetitive.
Oh, no.
Rydell didn't take too much punishment off over the second half of the fight. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
He was staggered twice. He went down to a knee voluntarily. Never was knocked off his feet, really. And didn't take too bad a beating in the last couple rounds. In fact, started to fight a little better in the 10th, 11th, 12th.
All right, stop. Break.
Too little and too late.
Oh, now.
But a learning session for
Yeah, you
Rydell Booker.
learn. You learn. Don't get in the ring with James Toney is what you learn.
That's what you learn.
Stop at the bell.
Chopping right hand
Stop.
from Booker
Break.
again.
10 seconds. Let's go. Stop at the bell.
Booker might even have won this round.
Stop.
It's over.
That's it.
But let's not get hysterical, Barry.
I'm going to give it to him just because it's bookends.
Sure.
I gave him the first one. So.
Sure, you might as well.
Well, the fight's over. I don't think the decision is really very much in doubt. Toney got a lot of work in. I think he probably got more work than he really bargained for.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'll tell you what, he started faster and ended slower than I thought he would, James, but he won every round, I thought, and most of them big, and would have been good for him to punctuate the night with a knockout. Didn't get it, and Rydell Booker deserves a lot of credit for making sure Toney didn't get it. He was game the entire time.
No, he absolutely was, and he'll go to 22-1. And we will jump away for the first time in a long time. And when we come back, we'll have the official decision. We'll see how the judges saw this, if they saw it the same way as all of us. James Toney and Rydell Booker in the books.
They're in.
On October 8th,
I'm commandeering your vehicle. Follow that car.
Buckle up for safety.
get ready.
Tom Arnold, I thought you were right on this thing all night. How'd you see it in the end?
I'll tell you what, James Toney was relentless the whole fight. I'm proud of Booker for hanging in there. I'll tell you, I don't know if he was. We were trying to decide whether you were being passionate or compassionate, but I think you might have hurt his left arm in the 7th round. We're going to hear about it. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much, Tom. Why don't we go to the center of the ring? Jimmy Lennon will make it official here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Marty Denkin, scores the bout 117-110. Judge Barry Druxman sees it 118-108. And Frank Garza scores the bout 120-107. All three in favor of the winner and the new WBC Continental Americas and IBA heavyweight champion, James Lights Out Toney.
If he did hurt his left hand, that would explain all the right uppercuts throughout the fight late.
Yeah, it would, and we talked about, Sean O'Grady actually mentioned the arm, so we'll find out if it was the hand or the arm. This one really was never really in doubt. It was the left arm is what we think. Yeah, we'll try to find out, though. I'm sure he'll tell us. This really started in round 2, I thought, where Toney really started to make a stand and just say, I'm going to dictate this fight.
He was much more aggressive than he usually is early in the fight. Usually James likes guys to come to him, he starts to break them down. Knowing he